Well, being Indian American with a lot of family in India, having a consulate here will make it easier for people like me to do things like get a visa to go visit their family in India. But the new offices here mean more than just visas and filing paperwork. It's bringing a little bit of hope to the local Indian community. While there's more that connects India and Washington than meets the eye,
I think the rain, because it rains in Mumbai.
for Tulika Dugra, the conversation about her differences started the second she landed in the United States.
9/11 had just happened, and so immigrants were not the most welcomed people.
Today, a discussion about acceptance between these three people, a retired engineer, social worker, and small business owner, the way most Indians talk about anything. It's over a cup of chai.
So how we portray ourselves in front of the American community.
For Hardev Judge, facing racism was part of his new life in America. It's a lesson he learned the hard way in graduate school at WSU in the 70s. A professor once told him to never forget his skin is brown.
He put his hand there and he said, put your hand. He said, look at your skin. He said, till you speak or tell somebody or somebody knows you, that's the person going to know who Hardev is.
And it's still happening. Recently, Hardev, who's Punjabi with facial hair being a cornerstone of his identity, says an employer once suggested he cut it off.
I know, shave my beard, for example. It happened in one of the cases. I said, no, that's the way I'm going to be, and I'm okay.
Despite an influx of Indians to the region, these three say they still feel the weight of not belonging. But that's changing with the arrival in Seattle of the Consulate General of India.
Very emotional. That in 44 years, that's the first time I felt that one, that, like, okay, now we are being recognized by the community.
Allow me to just add a few lines of my own.
The Consulate General will represent the Indian government here. They'll process visas for people who want to visit India and for Indians who are here for work. They'll build business and educational relationships and serve as a gathering place for Indians to celebrate holidays and special events.
It's a very green city, it's a beautiful city.
How relieved are you to finally be here in Seattle?
I sat down with the new Consulate General Prakash Gupta about what it means to finally be in the Northwest.
We come here with a lot of hope and a lot of promise for the Indian community.
And that community is growing. The U.S. Census shows in 1990 about 4,000 Indians lived in King County. When Microsoft started a big hiring push, we saw that number jump. And today, more than 150,000 Indian and Indian Americans call Washington State home.
That's where our role comes in as a bridge on the consular side.
Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal led the push to bring the consulate to the Pacific Northwest. She wanted to see it open before other big cities in the country.
It's a negotiated process. That's why it's been on the table for many years. Both countries have to prioritize it. My work as a member of Congress was to make sure that the Indian government was prioritizing this one over others that might also be advocating.
Big picture, its presence means both countries value the contributions Indians are making in Western Washington.
Being able to celebrate people like Satya Nadella and others who lead major companies here in the region, but also all of the industries, the engineers, the doctors, the restaurateurs.
For those people, it means having a small piece of their native home
Jai Hind!
in their chosen one.
I feel like there is someone out there to look at our community needs, and we can have someone represent us more.
This will be the largest Indian consulate in the country, serving 9 states, located in downtown Seattle in the Federal Reserve Building. It should be opening sometime next month. For now, reporting here in Seattle, Angelique Hockaday, King 5 News.